Stroke is a life-changing event and a leading cause of death and disability in the UK. A stroke is a life-threatening medical condition that occurs when the blood supply to part of the brain is cut off, either from a clot or if a blood vessel in the brain bursts, also known as a hemorrhage. The damage this causes can affect the way the body works, as well as how people think, feel and communicate. Around 5 people in Bristol, North Somerset and South Gloucestershire experience a stroke each day, and 1 in 50 people in our area live with a physical disability or brain damage following a stroke. We want everyone to have the very best opportunity to survive and thrive after stroke, which is why we're proposing changes to the way these services are organised and run in our area. We want to save more lives and ensure survivors get the expert treatment and care they need to support their recovery. Our proposals are built around people's experiences of stroke care, as well as the views of clinicians and staff, and take into account the latest national evidence about stroke treatment and standards. The proposed changes are designed to ensure specialist treatment and care for everyone in our community, making the best use of clinical expertise and existing specialist surgical facilities and resources. There are 3 key changes being proposed to stroke services in our area. 1. Improving emergency treatment. 2. Improving ongoing acute hospital treatment. 3. Improving rehabilitation services. Change 1. Improving emergency treatment. At the moment, people who have had a stroke or a suspected stroke are taken by ambulance to their closest hospital. After an initial assessment and treatment, some people who are taken to Bristol Royal Infirmary or Western General Hospital are then transferred to Southmead Hospital by ambulance for specialist emergency treatment called a thrombectomy. Evidence shows that when people get specialist care within 24 hours of having a stroke, they are more likely to survive and live with less disability. Under our new proposals, everyone who experiences a stroke would be taken directly to a specialist hyper-acute stroke unit at Southmead Hospital. This would be an emergency unit with specialist staff, equipment and technology that would be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Analysis shows ambulances would get those who need emergency treatment to a specialist unit within 45 minutes. Change 2. Improving ongoing acute hospital treatment. At the moment, ongoing treatment and care is provided at all 3 of our acute hospitals. However, smaller stroke wards can become full and people might need to stay on a general ward. We want everyone who has a stroke to benefit from ongoing specialist acute hospital treatment on a specialist acute stroke unit, with staff who are specialists in caring for and supporting people who've had a stroke. We have looked at 2 ways of doing this. We're proposing 1 specialist acute stroke unit at Southmead Hospital. This would provide continuity of care following on from emergency treatment, mean fewer transfers for people between local hospitals, and potentially reduce the overall length of time in hospital. As part of the consultation, we're also considering a 2nd specialist acute stroke unit at the Bristol Royal Infirmary. Change 3. Improving rehabilitation services. Rehabilitation is vital to long-term recovery and independence after stroke. Around 6 in 10 people who need ongoing hospital treatment also need rehabilitation support. Our proposals would create specialist inpatient rehabilitation units called stroke subacute rehabilitation units, which bring together a range of services and therapies. We're proposing 1 unit at the Western General Hospital site in North Somerset, and we are asking for your views on the location of a 2nd unit. We need your views on our proposals as part of the public consultation to help us create a stroke service that works for everyone in our area, now and in the future. Visit bnssghealthiertogether.org.uk to find out more.